Dear students, last session we saw related to MySQL queries, and we saw the basic introduction of practical, the way how we can create database, how we can create a table, and how we can view the databases, list of databases available in MySQL server. Same manner, the way how we can view the list of tables available within our own database, and how we can choose database, which is nothing but how to select a database, then how we can create within that particular database table. And we saw the way how we can insert the data in different formats, and we saw the how we can retrieve the data from database table. Okay, now we'll proceed with same manner, and we'll see the some other functionality also, how we can modify the data and how we can alter the structure of your table. Things we'll see one by one, the way how we can do. So we'll be starting with opening MySQL server, and you must log into the server as usual. So once you logged into the server, then you can see the database how we can create. Okay, so first if you want to see the list of databases, so databases. Now if you want to create database, again, yes, you can create database, create database, Bharat School. Okay, now my database name is Bharat School. Okay, yes. Now again you can see the database created. So databases, you can see now Bharat School. Okay, now we need to select the database. How we can select the database? By using the command use followed by database name. In our case, database name is Bharat School or Bharat School, whatever it is pronunciation. Okay, now we are in that database. Now if you want to see the list of tables available, so tables checking within the database, so tables. So we just created a database, but we didn't created any table within the database. Okay, so that's why you won't get any tables displayed. Now we want to create a table. Okay, yes, we know the create table command. Create table student, then we need to specify the field name as well as data type of which, okay, int of size of the data type, for example 10 or 5, whatever it is size, which you can take the length of the roll number, then followed by name is varchar, size which you can specify, same manner, gender, so gender again char, you can take it single character which you can take, marks you can take it as another field, that is you can take it as integer or decimal. Okay, int of 5 for example, comma, same manner which you can take it as date of birth. Date of birth will be considered as date. Okay, finally you need to close the parenthesis. Create table student, then roll number, int, size, name, varchar, which is alphabets, and gender again you can take it as character, single character, gender mentioning, and marks either you can go for int or decimal, then date of birth, date. Okay, so this is how create table command which you need to make use. Now end with semicolon, end with semicolon, then execute the query. Yes, query executed. So once the query executes, then which means successfully without any error, your table is created. Now you can see that show tables command. Now again, if you want to check that table is under your database, you just execute the query. Show tables. Okay, student table is created. Now if you want to view the structure of your table which you created, we know the command like describe followed by table name, which will give you, or else DESC followed by table name, both will give you the same result, structure of your table. Okay, so now we can proceed with insertion of data. Now we know how to create a database, how to create a table, how to select a database, how to view the databases in MySQL server, how to view the tables in a database. Okay, then how to create a table and how to see the description or structure of a table. Yes, we know it. Now inserting data. Insert into student. Okay, so there are multiple ways which I was shown you last session, the way how we can insert the data. Now we'll proceed with one, values. Insert into student, values. So roll number 100, then name, which is a alphabets, you must enclose with quotation mark, name. Then gender also, which we took character, which means again you need to enclose with character. Okay, male or female. Then marks, yes, you can enter marks. Then date of birth, again you need to specify such a way that, so it should be in quotation mark, enclosed with quotation mark. Okay, so year followed by month, then followed by date. Okay, then close the parenthesis, execute the query. So single record insertion, same way I was explained you multiple record insertion. Insert into student, values. Now I will be going for 101 and name. Okay, then gender, then marks, then date of birth, which it can be used. Comma, one more record can be inserted, 102, comma, name, again gender, then followed by marks, comma, date of birth, followed by month, then enclose with. Now two records at a time which we are inserting. Yes, two records are inserted. Earlier one record it was inserted. Okay, so same manner which you can do few more records. 103 now. Date of birth, same manner, another student details. Marks, then date of birth, like that, which you can insert multiple records, which you can insert. So now we know the insertion of records. Okay, so even if you want to insert null values in your record, yes, you can insert with specific fields which you want to insert. So one null values will insert that, or two records which you can insert null values. Insert into student. So another format, specific fields which you want to enter, roll number, comma, name, comma, gender, comma, marks, comma, date of birth. Okay, first record values 4, now 5. Okay, gender. Then we will give, when you want to insert null value directly, you need to give that a null value. Date of birth also, which you can insert null value insertion. Okay, same manner which you can do another one. Null value insertion. Two records inserted. First one record, then two records, then two records, then two records. Total how many records? 7 records were inserted in a table. So you can select that, you can retrieve or you can fetch from the database table the data which you entered, inserted. Okay, select star from student. So already I told you that this is not a case sensitive language. This is not a case sensitive language. You can write it uppercase letters and lowercase letters, the query which will accept. But there are many cases which you will see predefined commands. The SQL statements like select, update, insert into, all were written in uppercase letters. Even though it is not a case sensitive language, but it was written in uppercase letters. Okay, so that is how which you can insert the data after creation of table. Okay, now we are proceeding with modifying data in a table. Modifying data in a table. To modify data in a table or to make changes for some or all of the values in the existing table or existing records in a table, we use the update statement. The update command specifies the rows to be modified using the where class, and the new data is written into the respective record using the set keyword. Already I was shown you the syntax of that, the way how you can use update table name. Okay, update table name, set field equal to value, field name equal to value, which will update entire attribute or field or column. Okay, suppose if you want to update the particular record, then you need to use the update table name followed by where class followed by field name equal to, where class will give you the condition. Update table name followed by set field name value, where clause is used to specify specific condition. Based on the condition, that particular record will be modified, updated. Okay, let's see marks of 105 roll number, how we can update. Okay, how we can update. So by using here 105 record student name Hemant, okay, and which you want to update here instead of null value marks. Update student set marks equal to, so it is the integer number directly which you can enter, for example 88, where, that is what where class, where roll number equal to, that roll number is 105. Okay, so update student set marks equal to 88 where roll number equal to, okay, this statement will be updated for existing table record. So that record marks instead of null value 88 will be updated. Execute the query. Now select the data. Let's see the output. Select star from student. You can see clearly now marks are updated 88. Earlier it was a null which we inserted data. Now it is 88. Okay. So that is how update command which you can make use. Update command. Okay. Where clause is used to specify the particular record value, specific value updation, specific value updation. Updating multiple columns, updating multiple columns. Update student set marks equal to 70, comma date of birth equal to, so date of birth is a string value, you must specify the within quotation mark. Okay, 2004 hyphen 04 hyphen 11. Okay, where name, okay, where name equal to, for example this is a string value again, a month. Okay, and with query update student set marks. So here multiple columns or attributes or fields which we are updating. One is set marks equal to set 70 and date of birth value which we are updating here. Okay, so actually our date of birth is not there, null value which will be updated this, and 88 will be updated again 70. Where clause is used to specify the condition. Okay, where name equal to, suppose multiple names are there, same name in the student field, all that names where it is having will be updated. Okay, so that is how it takes place, this particular query executed. You can see the updation. How you can see, by using the retrieving command, select star from student. You can see now again which is updated, that particular marks and date of birth of particular student. Multiple fields updation, updating null values. Okay, updating null value. Yes, update student set marks equal to null, set marks equal to null where roll number equal to 105. I'll give same that whichever record which we are checking. You can give any none, that one will be updated, and that particular roll number marks will be updated as null value. Yes, let's execute. Query executed successfully. Select star from student. You can see now again, earlier it was marks 70, now that again updated with null value, updated with null value. So updating using expression marks how we can update the table data values by using an expression. Okay, update student set marks equal to marks plus 10 marks. Existing marks will be added for 10 marks where specific roll numbers you want it, as you can specify roll number equal to like 103 and R, whatever you can use logical operators which we call it as, okay, R means either of the condition which is available, or roll number equal to 100, okay, 103 or 100 which will be executed. The above statements shall increment the values of marks by 10 for all the records with roll number 5 or 10. The roll number which is having 5 and 103 here, in this case which we used 103 roll number or 100. Let's execute the query, retrieve the data. You can see, so 100 which is updated, earlier it was 85, 10 is added 95, then 103 earlier it was 70, now it is updated to 80. Okay, so the way how we can update the data, now same manner, so we'll be proceeding with altering table. To change the structure of your table, like field name if you want to change, or size of the field which you want to change, that is what column, size of the column which you want to update, and if you want to change the name of the column, or if you want to add new column to the existing table. Okay, after creation you thought that you want to add one more column to your existing table, as you can add by using command called alter table, by using command called alter table. What are the operations which you can perform? Table means to add a column to an existing table, to rename any existing column, to change the data type of any column, or to modify its size, and to remove or physically delete a column. These are the things which you can do with your table by using alter table command, Okay, so we will add the table two fields. One is like mobile number, alter table student, alter table student, add we can use the field called mobile number. Then you must specify that field data type. Okay, by default if you want to specify, which will take the 11 digits integer, okay, or int or integer, whichever you can specify. If you want to specify here size, by default which will take 11, okay, by default it will take 11 digits, so end with semicolon. So in this case we are adding one more column, mobile number, for your existing table, which will be added after date of birth. After date of birth, this mobile number column will be added. How we can do that? Alter table student, add mobile number. Add is the keyword which we use, and mobile number is the column name or attribute name or field name, followed by that particular field data type and its size. Execute the query. Okay, now that particular field data will be added null values. You can see that you can select star from student. You can see all the values because already the table which contains the data and you added new column or attribute or field for your existing table, which means the data will be considered as null value. The data will be considered as null value. Same manner you can add with, instead of null value, default value which you want to set up. Okay, then you can use alter table student, table student, add one more field which we are adding, and we will set up with default value. Okay, city char of 6 or 10, size of the city name. Okay, followed by keyword called default. Okay, default value which you can specify, which is the city name is characters, alphabets. You must enclose with quotation mark. For example, Chennai. Close the parenthesis. See. Now in this query, alter table student add city is another field which we are adding for our existing table, and data type is char, a fixed length. So size of that is 10 characters length, and default value which you want to insert Chennai. Let's execute the query. Yeah. Here, no need to specify equal to, just give the space, default Chennai. Okay, so that's what mistake. No need to give this equal to, directly space which you can provide, default keyword followed by value. Now query executed successfully. See, if query having any error, you will get like this error message. If it is not there any error, then you will see query okay. Okay, like this message you will see. That's what difference, error query and not error, successfully executed query. You can retrieve the data now. Select star from student. You can see now one more field which we added. Now earlier it was up to mobile number. Now city, one more field which we added, and default value which we set up Chennai. City name is Chennai. Okay, so now how you can modify size of your field or attribute, okay, or column. Okay, so you can modify such a way that you can use the command alter table student, modify name, modify name varchar of for example 60. Earlier it was 50 when we defined at that time, which we used. If you want it, you can see that. One second, I'll make you change. Before proceeding the modifying the size of column, let's apply the description of our table so that you will be able to understand that. In this, these are the sizes of data types which you can see, data type along with that its size. So name field, for example, if you want to update this size of name field, okay, yes, you can update that. Okay, alter table student, modify is the command for of name is the field name. Okay, varchar data type, and size which you want to update. It was 50 characters length, now we updated 60. Let's execute it. Have an error in our SQL syntax. Alter table student, modify. Let's see. Yes. So brackets not required. The parenthesis which we use, it is not required. Even textbook also they give parenthesis, but while take care of that, parenthesis not required in a query. Now again you execute the description of your table. Now we'll see the difference. Updated one. Okay, see earlier it was 50, name field, data type is varchar, that is what character, variable length and 50 size. Now we updated with 60. We updated with 60. Okay, so that is how which you can modify the size of your attribute or column or field, okay, in our table by using alter table command. Along with that, modify is the keyword which you can make it. Suppose if you want to rename a column, then you can use another command, column renaming. Okay, so let's use alter table student change. So if you want to make changes, rename your field or column or attribute, then you need to use the command within alter table command change. Okay, and existing field name followed by new field name. Okay, new field name and its size. So earlier it was used city character 10. Now city, state and with data type also you can make use such a way that, okay, state I'll be representing 30 characters. Let's see now. Earlier it was city is the name, field name, and data type is char, and it was size which we were specified 10. Now we are going to rename that city field name to state. Alter table student change city. City is the existing name and new name is state. Okay, and which size is varchar. Its size is varchar. So here whatever you uses, either uppercase or lowercase, doesn't matter because which is not a case sensitive language. Execute the query. Now again see the description of your table. DESC student. You can see now which is updated state, okay, and then that particular data type and its size also updated. Size also updated. Now what you can do, you just retrieve the data that updated manner, which you will see field name. Select star from student. Instead of city, now you will see state. Okay, instead of city you will see the field name state now. So that is how which you can rename for existing column or field or attribute in our table. And we know how to update, resize the field as we used with modify. Okay, so that is how which you can make use the alter command. Suppose if you want to delete particular column, okay, one particular column if you want to delete, yes, you can delete by using alter table command. How you can drop that? We just see. If you want to delete the one particular column or attribute or field from your table, alter table student drop field name. The field name is here in our example state. Okay, that particular field will be deleted. This particular column or field or attribute will be deleted from your table. Let's execute. Okay, then retrieve the data or structure of your table, both the cases which you can see. Select star from student. Okay, see the state field or attribute is deleted. Same manner, if you want to see the within the structure, yes, you can see that. You can see now here also there is no field called state within your table structure. So that is how which you want to remove one particular column from your existing table by using alter table command. Alter table student, that is what table name. If it is student, student table. If it is employee, employee table. Followed by drop keyword followed by which field you want to delete from the table. Okay, that you need to specify. That you need to specify. So now you are able to work with this particular modifying data, inserting data, retrieving data, updating data on our table, okay, and changing structure of your table. All these things which you are able to work with. Now, if you want to drop a table, okay, if you want to drop a table, sometimes we may need to physically remove a table which is not in use. Drop table command is used to remove or delete a table permanently. It should be kept in mind that we cannot drop a table if it contains records. That is why first of all the rows of the table have to be deleted, and only then can the table to be dropped. Table be to be dropped. This command will completely destroy the table structure. Okay, so the when you want to delete a table, first thing which you want to understand, so if it contains data in that particular table, first data to be deleted, then only you will be able to delete your table also from your database server. Okay, so how can delete data? By using delete command. Okay, suppose if you want to delete, we will see delete command. If you want to delete one particular row, okay, yes, we can use delete from student. Then we need to use the where class, specific record deletion, where roll number equal to 106. See that 106 record is deleted from your table. You can retrieve that to check that whether it is deleted or not. Select star from student. You can see now 106 record is deleted from your existing table. Same manner, one more record if you want to delete, yes, you can delete. Sorry, deleting is delete command. To delete from student, where now I'll use example like name equal to Suresh. So here suppose more than one student is having same name, then all those records will be deleted. All those records will be deleted. Okay, let's execute that. Now retrieve the data to check that record is deleted from your table or not. You can see that name which is deleted. Suppose now if you want to delete multiple records, let's see another way again. Delete from student, where gender equal to, which is a character, you must specify within that the value of that. Okay, now in this case delete from student where gender equal to female. The gender field attribute, what and all records which are having female representation value, then all those records will be deleted from your table. Let's see now. Retrieve the data after execution the query, so that you will be able to understand the data is deleted from your table. You can see now all female records are deleted from your table. Okay, so that is how delete command which you can make use to delete specific records from your existing table in database server. Okay, now drop command, drop table student. Let me check that. Drop table student, drop table student. So let's see now. Retrieve the data, select star from student. The table doesn't exist. Table doesn't exist. See, actually here it was mentioned in the book. So first you need to delete the data, then only you need to drop a table. But here practically when you executed, data was there in our table. There were 3 records, but still we applied the drop command, yes, which is deleted data as well as structure of a table which doesn't exist. If you want to check by using another command also, show tables. There is no table exist which we worked, student table, okay, which doesn't exist. So that is how creation of a table, inserting data, then retrieving data, updating your field size, or renaming your field or column, or adding new column to your existing table, and deleting one particular column from our existing table, and deleting records in specific manner. Okay, like that which you can perform, deleting and dropping your table as well as drop your database also can be drop, sorry, command is database, that is you can see. Now how we can check that our database is deleted from a MySQL server? So databases, now you can see database also which doesn't exist in our MySQL server. Okay, that is how you can delete database also. We'll continue with another example. Okay, like operators, how we can make use. So that is what one more concept in our first year syllabus related to databases. For second year, which is like revision concept, so which will proceed one by one concept. Thank you.